Hey friends, it's Tasha, the Bitchin' Dietitian. I'm here to show you that counting carbs does not have to be that hard. Today I'm making salads. This is a Caribbean chicken salad, and believe it or not, it is not from Taste of Home. This recipe is from allrecipes.com. I have my chicken marinating in teriyaki sauce right now. And a little bit, I'm gonna chop it up and put it in the air fryer. The recipe says to grill it, but I like to do everything in the air fryer. No carbs in chicken and very low carbs in teriyaki sauce. This salad has salsa in it. I am gonna make the salsa myself, but you could also buy it store-bought to save some time. First in the salsa is tomatoes, no carbs in tomatoes. Next for the salsa is onions, no carbs in onions. And cilantro, no carbs in cilantro. This recipe also calls for jalapenos in the salsa, but I'm kind of a wimp and I don't like my food to burn my mouth, so I'm not putting any of those in there, but there's no carbs in jalapenos either. Now I'm gonna mix it all together. Let it sit for a little bit so the flavors can come together. Then I'm gonna put it in the bottom of my salad container since it's kind of wet. If I put it on the top of the lettuce, it would make the lettuce gross by the time I eat this. Beautiful. This recipe makes 4 salads and they each have 69 grams of carbs. That is a little too much for most people to eat in one meal. You should meet with a certified diabetes educator to find out how many carbs you need at each meal and snack. In general, women can have up to 45 grams of carbs per meal and men can have up to 60. So 69 grams of carbs for one meal is a little too much. So what you can do in this situation is to look at the recipe, see what foods in the recipe have carbs and what you can reduce or eliminate. I am gonna leave out the tortilla chips, which I think is gonna reduce each salad by about 19 grams of carbs. So then each salad that I make will have 50 grams of carbs. That's still a little too much for women, but it's close enough. Can't be perfect every time, right? For the salad dressing, a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard, no carbs in Dijon mustard. 1/4 cup of honey. Honey does have carbs, so this is another place where you could reduce the carbs. A tablespoon of honey has 15 grams of carbs. There's 4 tablespoons in a 1/4 cup. So if you use 1/8 of a cup, that would save 30 grams of carbs for the whole recipe, which would be about 8 per salad. 1.5 tablespoons of sugar is next. This is another place you could save carbs. Same as honey, 1 tablespoon of sugar has 15 grams of carbs. 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, no carbs here. 1.5 teaspoons of lime juice, no carbs here. And 1.5 tablespoons of cider vinegar, no carbs in this. All right, I'm whisking it all up and it smells delicious. Pineapple chunks are next. The recipe calls for 8 ounces of pineapple chunks. This is a 20-ounce can, so I'm not gonna put the whole can in here. Pineapples have carbs as well. So this is another area where you could reduce or eliminate the carbs if you choose not to put the pineapples in. And honestly, I bought chunks because that's what the recipe said, but next time I think I'm gonna get tidbits because you know I like everything chopped up really small, so I get a little bite of everything in every bite of my salad. pineapples are gonna go in the bottom of my containers because they are kind of wet even though I drained them. Next in goes the salsa. And last but not least, the salad greens. No carbs in salad greens. This recipe also calls for 4 cups of tortilla chips, which would be 1 cup per salad. But remember, I'm gonna leave those out because I wanna reduce the carbs. If I was gonna put the chips in my salad, I would put them in a separate container. That way they will still be nice and crisp in a couple days when it's time for me to eat this salad. So my salads are all loaded up. My chicken is cooked and chopped up and in its containers. And my salad dressings are all ready to go for the work week. Now it's time for the ultimate test. Let's see what Petey and Chase think.
Ooh, salad.
All right, it's official. Petey and Chase love it, and I hope you do too. See you next time.